Have you ever heard of a figure who walked the earth with prophets, possesses knowledge beyond our comprehension, and may still be alive today? A man whose story blurs the lines between history, mystery, and divine wisdom. Today we're diving deep into the enigmatic world of Al-Qadir, the Green One, a revered figure in Islamic tradition whose existence challenges our very understanding of time and reality. The Quran tells a powerful story in Surah Al-Kahf, where the Prophet Musa, or Moses, seeks out a special servant of God, one upon whom we had bestowed mercy from us, and whom we had taught knowledge from our own. This servant is widely believed to be Al-Qadir. Musa, a great prophet himself, wishes to learn from this mysterious guide. Qadir agrees, but with a strict condition: Musa must not question any of his actions until he himself explains them. Their journey begins. First, Qadir damages a boat belonging to poor fishermen. Musa, unable to contain his confusion, questions him. Why harm the livelihood of the needy? Qadir simply reminds him of his promise. Next, they encounter a young boy, and Qadir takes his life. This act is even more shocking. Musa, filled with righteous indignation, protests again. How could he do such a thing? Again, Qadir reminds him of their agreement. Finally, they arrive at a town where the inhabitants refuse them hospitality. Despite this, Qadir sees a wall on the verge of collapse and single-handedly repairs it. Musa, bewildered, asks why he would help those who were so unkind, especially without asking for payment. At this point, Qadir declares that their journey together is over. The time for explanations has come. He reveals the divine wisdom behind each seemingly strange act. The boat he damaged was to save it from a tyrannical king who was seizing all seaworthy vessels by force. By making it appear faulty, he ensured the poor fishermen could keep their only source of income. The young boy he took was destined to grow up into a rebellious disbeliever who would bring great sorrow and hardship to his righteous parents. By taking him, God would grant them a better, more pious child in his place. And the wall, it concealed a treasure belonging to 2 orphan boys left for them by their righteous father. By rebuilding the wall, Qadir ensured their inheritance would be safe until they came of age to claim it. Qadir's final words to Musa are profound, and I did it not of my own accord. This is the interpretation of that with which you could not have patience. This is the core of his mystery. Qadir's actions are not his own. They are direct commands from God. He operates with a type of knowledge called ilm ladun, directly inspired divine knowledge. While we perceive the world through the lens of apparent cause and effect, Qadir sees the deeper hidden reality, the ultimate divine plan. He sees the past, present, and future as a single, interconnected tapestry woven by God. This brings us to the most fascinating question: is Qadir immortal? While the Quran doesn't explicitly state this, numerous Islamic scholars and mystics throughout history have believed so. They point to the nature of his knowledge and his unique role as a guide for the chosen. Legends abound of saints, scholars, and ordinary people encountering a wise, green-robed stranger who imparts wisdom or helps them in a time of need, only to vanish as mysteriously as he appeared. These stories suggest he is a timeless guide, a living sign of God's hidden mercy, traversing the ages. Think of it less as time travel in a science fiction sense, and more as operating outside the linear constraints of time as we experience it. For Qadir, yesterday, today, and tomorrow might be accessible all at once, because he is acting on the knowledge of the one who is not bound by time. His story is not just a tale of miracles, it's a profound lesson in humility and trust. It teaches us that what appears to be a calamity might be a hidden blessing, and what seems unjust might be part of a greater, merciful plan that our limited understanding cannot grasp. To have faith that even in moments of confusion and hardship, there is a divine wisdom at play. The story of Al-Qadir is an invitation to trust in God's plan, to understand that our perspective is limited, and to recognize that true knowledge lies in submission to the divine will. He is a symbol of hope, a reminder that God's mercy and guidance are ever present, sometimes in ways we can't even begin to imagine. So, the next time you face a situation that seems confusing or unfair, remember the journey of Musa and Qadir. Remember that behind the veil of the visible world, there is a profound and perfect wisdom guiding everything. The mystery of Al-Qadir isn't necessarily something to be solved, but a reality to be pondered, a source of endless spiritual reflection. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into one of the most intriguing stories of divine knowledge. If you found this exploration as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next dive into the mysteries of faith. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Till next time, stay curious and keep seeking knowledge.